I've been asked a few times to kind of look in on what I would observe is going on right now with this crazy, not only the COVID pandemic, media supposed pandemic that's going on, and what's going on with this crazy election in the United States, and the now trauma that's about to come upon the United States of America through this Biden versus Trump kind of competition. And I'm only looking from the outside in, so you don't have to take this as I'm siding with one or the other, because I'm not. I only side with Jesus Christ. I know He is the only solution, and it's only going to be through divine intervention that we're going to basically get through anything. Man's world is on a doomsday clock, and I've taken at least any at all position of false hope in man's world off my plate of thought. And therefore, I'm not here being disappointed at what's about to happen. But if I was looking in and had to observe what's going on with this Biden versus Trump, knowing what I know about the legal system, most people don't realize that everybody other than a lawyer is a layman. And the earlier definition of a layman was a lunatic. And therefore, no member, unless you were a member of the bar association of the devil's advocates, you really don't have any power. So the people who believe that they actually have a voting power in any election anywhere in Satan's world is ridiculous, because he only allows the people that are members of his legal bar association of devil's advocates to control with what they call power of attorney. So the minute you become part of the legal illusion, you're already under the control of the scribes who write these legal laws, and you're not party to that. You're under it, but you're a subscriber under a scribe. And therefore, if you subscribe to these legal scribes in their man-made governments of Satan, you now are not in control. And therefore, they have ultimate power of attorney. And that's why they always, when you get involved in a problem, because they created the problem, they gave you the acquired immune deficiency syndrome after acquired property of the legal surname title assigned upon you. They created the legal fiction of you being actually a member of the governments that only they created. The Declaration of Independence signed by lawyers, not by the individual supposed citizens under it. You're not a member. They run the club, and therefore they can club you with their enforcement members that enforce for them, the police forces and everything else. This is a serious problem. So Biden is a lawyer by trade. Trump is not. You may have just got euchred in the game, believing that Trump somehow was going to save you, being supposedly on the right side when the goats on the left, under the surname side of the legal side, are operating it. So whatever's going to happen, it's bad all the way through, because even if Trump won, he's still governed by lawyers. He has no power of attorney. That's a trust, but it's a false trust in Satan, because any attorney will tell you that a power of attorney is a trust. Well, every time you give your power to an attorney, he's got power of attorney, because he already had it to begin with, because he operates the very tag name that runs the legal system that you're using every day in commerce, trade, and operations in the Babylonian commerce. So it is an untruth that you carry. Remember, surname defined in the dictionary, a name added to one's real name. So it isn't real, and Satan works in the illusion of falsehood and fiction. So when people fill out a vote in the past and would put an X in there, absolutely correct, because the X is proving that what you're doing is wrong. You didn't put a check mark in there, you put an X. And therefore you were never having any real say, and they can manipulate it completely legally because they have ultimate power of attorney through the lawyers who operate the entire governmental system. You have no say, you're barred.